Hello, everybody. I am yet again Price McKinney. Simply put it, and as always, I want to thank you for tuning in and listening. Um, I want to go back into the video I did before, and this kind of bothers me because I watched it again. Not the video that I actually did the video that I was talking about in the video I did. And I've seen a few other ones. And I posted them on my Simply Put Facebook page. So if you would go there and check them out, and you'll clearly understand what I'm talking about. So let's back the bus up, okay? Um, let's hit rewind. We there. When you start out dating, first of all, let me say this, and this is to women. When a man chooses at at the point he decides he wants to contact you and he gets your phone number, at that point, whether you realize it or not, there's somewhat of a plan already in place, whether it be long term, whether it be short term, whether it be for, and I'll just leave it at this one particular purpose, and you follow me on that. He's already got a plan. Because once he decides after seeing you or running into you or whatever the case may be, once he decides, okay, I'm gonna give this a shot. It's not haphazard. And even if his intentions are completely wrong, he still has a plan. Now, you as the woman, you obviously have the right to decide whether you choose to deal with him or not, one way or the other. He may be a good guy. He may be a great man with good intentions. However, that is your decision as well. Just like he has to choose, you have to decide. But just do know on the front end, if he comes at you and it's whatever his presentation is, and you and him exchange phone numbers, um, he's got a plan in place, in one way or the other. So once that happens, here's where let's I'm gonna call this remedial simplicity. Um, and I'm not downing anybody's intelligence. I would never do that. However, um, start out. It's not rocket science. Start out texting. Hey, how are you? How was your day? Um, what would you like to go out? Where would you like to go? Do you like movies? Do you like what restaurants do you like to eat at? So forth and so on. And just, I know it sounds remedial and elementary, but start with simple. Build your communication from that. Uh, hey, when I saw you, I really appreciate you taking the time. You know, even if it's minimal exchange, I appreciate you taking your time to talk to me. Whatever. Um, Good morning. Hope you have a great day. Just to let the other person know that you're thinking about them. You can even say that. Hey, was just thinking about you. Hope all is well. It doesn't have to be anything long drawn out and exaggerated. It doesn't. So I'm saying that to say this: build your communication first. Again, start it slow. Take it easy. Do not dive in head first. I and I'm gonna deal with this sooner than later. I've seen and heard, in particular women. It's not just women, but men as well. Well, God told me He's my husband. You ain't even had a conversation with the dude. Now, am I saying that God cannot do that? Absolutely not. I'm not saying that at all. So do not get that twisted. But what I am saying is, even if, and please understand this and hear me clearly, even if God has put the two of you together, here's the reality. And I know some of y'all ain't going to want to hear this. But the two people still have to choose. He's got to choose you. You've got to choose him. It's not rocket science. He could be speaking, he could be telling you this. You could be getting all kinds of confirmation. But if he's not feeling it or she's not feeling it, you can't force it. You cannot force it. In that particular case, at the end of the day, it's whoever's loss it is. But it doesn't mean that you're not who you are. And that's where you can't make the mistake of believing just because you were not picked, because this was supposed to happen or you were told that's supposed to happen. That's on them. It's not on you. So you continue to be you. But most importantly, and please understand this, most importantly, build your communication. Because in that video, one of the things that I took note of was the fact, and I'm not saying that he missed it or that communication didn't happen. I'm not saying that at all. But let me say this too. There's this list. I've seen two different ones of, and it's mind-boggling of where and both of them were made by females, where they'll go, restaurants they're not going to on the first date, places they're not going. And one of them had 28 different items on it. I say it that way. I'm a little bit slow. So my math wasn't mathing. There was 28, but there should have been 29 in my book, because the one that was not on there was home. You should, if you have this laundry list of places you're not gonna go, and they're not places that are bad. Let me say that. They're not places. If that's your list and you got all of it, keep your tail at the house. Don't waste his time, and if you're male and you don't waste her time. Don't waste people's time. That is the one thing you cannot get back in this world, is time and words. Once they're gone, they're gone. Don't waste people's time. And if you start talking to the person and there's just something that's there that's not clicking or registering for you, say so. Just say it. I'm not feeling this. Well, what is it? We're not vibing. However you need to word it, but just tell the truth. Don't drag the person along because of the benefits that only you receive from him or her. And I'm not even talking about sexual. I'm talking about, well, they're there, they're available, they're nice, they're kind, they're giving, they're caring, all the above. But there's just something about that person, that you just not, there's something missing for you. I've heard that 1,008 times from a lot of people. Say that, but don't stay in it for the sake of that. Please don't waste that person's time. Don't waste your time. So again, when you start out, build your communication. Say it again in English for the people that don't speak it. Build your communication. Okay, start simple. Don't go big straight out of the gate. Just start simple. Give it time. Don't rush into it. Just give yourself patience. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with the person, and just go slow. So again, I'm Price McKinney, Simply Put, and as always, I want to thank you for listening. Follow me on Instagram, Simply Put PM. Again, go to my Facebook, Simply Put with Price McKinney on Facebook. Most importantly, if you have not already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Simply put, Price McKinney, of course. And I'm not an expert. I just know what I know, and I promise you I'll see you soon. Thanks for listening.